Welcome my friend, Seven Gray here. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I'm excited to share with you today the selling of the step van. I'm going to pick up Mike today, the new owner. He wanted at an auction. But before I get into all of that and explain all the details, let's roll the intro. The step van is empty except for a few things that I have here for my trip to Orlando to pick up Mike at the airport. Let me show you what the empty step van looks like. I've got just a few things set over here, my own personal things for the day trip, but everything else is completely empty. When I see Mike, I'm going to ask him if he wants the kombucha stand. If not, then I'll remove that, but I think I'm going to donate and give him that. Over here I have a owner's manual with all of the manuals for pieces and parts, inverters, charge controllers, everything in one manual, a little book with all the different things. So that should be really easy for him. And then everything is empty. A few things here in the back. I'm going to be donating along with the step van that I think go with it so that he'll have a few supplies. So I'm going to start up and hit the road, head up to Orlando. His flight's coming in this evening, so I'll be picking him up in Orlando and driving him back down here to Bartow, which is about an hour away. I'm in Orlando. I'm just about 20 minutes out from picking up Mike at the airport, parked in a parking lot. I'm about to start up the step van and head that way to the airport. I'm going to try to get some video at the airport as I'm picking him up, but negotiating all the traffic and everything like that and getting in and picking him up, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the camera going and capture all of that, but I will try. I'm ready to pick up Mike right now. All right.
Hello, good sir.
Hello, hello. Come on in.
All right.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Oh my God!
Man, props to you for picking us up in it.
Yeah, no worries.
Nicely.
Yeah. Over here we have a new step van owner. So this is Mike, and what's your name?
Sherry.
Sherry. So these are going to be my guests here for a day or two. So picking him up at Orlando Airport, and
we're masked up, we're staying safe, doing it protocol.
All right, we got to move. So
yes.
All right.
I'm going to hit pause, and you'll see us in a few minutes. All right, we have a logistical problem here. Two tall people. I'm almost 6'6", 6'4" for Mike. And Sherry is a little bit shorter. So we're trying to get her into the video, and I think she's also trying to stay out of the sunlight here. So she's this short silhouette here in the back. So right now I'm going through showing Mike all the systems in the step van, how they work, giving him a sort of tutorial and overview. He did a short drive coming into Bartow from Orlando. Drive went really well, no problems, I think.
Felt good.
Coming in, he has a few questions here and there. I was going to ask you, Mike, to tell the viewers, subscribers, what are your plans for the step van? What do you want to do?
Basically, no big plan. We're kind of both on the same page as far as wanting to point it in a direction that we feel pops in our brains and take off, and kind of, whether it's cold weather, warm weather, kind of hop right into it and have fun with it. No set areas we have to go to, and yeah, just want a place to stealth camp. That's a big reason why we're looking at the step van. No
National parks.
National parks. Yep. Definitely don't want an RV to where we got to be in a campground. So that's a big plus. And now we're here and just checking everything out, making sure it feels safe and good for everybody here.
So your plan, assuming you're buying it, is to hop in it and actually live in it here shortly and do some traveling.
Yeah, definitely not full-time, but some big part-time traveling, maybe a month at a time, stuff like that. Get a feel for it, and yeah, see what you've done with it, and maybe come up with some new ideas to add to it.
Well, this indeed has been an interesting day. Mike and his girlfriend took probably an hour and a half looking through the step van and talking about it. Apparently their plan was to do a vacation for, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks or something like that, and drive the step van out to Colorado to go skiing, snowboarding, stuff like that up in the mountains. And I brought up a concern that Well, two things: it doesn't have snow tires, and the second is that there's no block heater on this particular engine. And I've been using it primarily for fair weather, driving with the weather, which is what we do in van life. And so he would have to add some sort of block heater, which means plugging it into a wall outlet or coming up with some other solution. So I don't know that that's great for camping in a parking lot at a ski resort area. Ultimately, he decided to take a pass on buying the step van, and so I refunded his deposit to him, and then they are going to, I guess, go see some family here in Florida while he's down here and figure out another option for his vacation time with his girlfriend. So anyway, I have the highest respect for Mike. We seem to hit it off at a very common life goal and worldview. Very, very similar, and I think he's a great guy, really, really awesome. I would love to spend more time with him, get to know him, and develop a friendship. I think we're very much on the same page with so many things in life. And although this didn't work out with him, I think that there will be another buyer in the works. By the way, I had the very exact same situation. I'll link the episode above where I flew to New Jersey, and Mike's from New Jersey and flew down here from New Jersey. But I flew out to New Jersey to buy a step van, and it was not what I expected, and I backed out of that and then ultimately flew from up near New Jersey out to Washington State, where I bought this step van. So I've been there. I know exactly what he is going through, and when you plan and see something in your head and it doesn't work out. Anyway, so I'm going to be listing the step van again for sale. I'm not going to do an auction this time. I think that was a bad idea, and I had my beginning bid way too low, far below what I really need for this to work. So ultimately I think this will work out for the better. So I'm going to be listing it again for sale. Link below if you're interested in buying it. So this is cash only, pickup in Florida. And if you're interested, check out the link below. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and savor the moment. See you in a future episode.